Welcome everybody to the official Guinness Book of World Record press conference. We're going to make history here, the celebrity team. Our website, cotboxing.com. I'd like to thank everybody from Springfield Hyundai, Bob Keller, Steve Montez, and Chris Berniger for hosting the event. They're a sponsor for our next Extreme Championship fights, which is coming up. And thank my man Mike Davis, our business advisor. Really excited. He's putting a lot of good things together. And I'd like to welcome a few potential world champions in the crowd here who's going to be part of our series. We're real excited. The celebrity team presents. He's undefeated. He'll be fighting the main event on our next card, December 21st. Lonnie Jackson Jr. Guys, the next Floyd Mayweather, man. I'd like to welcome the promo models for tonight. Jamie Jackson and Amanda Raymond. Also, one of my sponsors. He has one of the best sandwich shop in the city, boxing personality, Sumo Steaks, Billy Craig. So, I want to thank Aramis Clothing Line, for being part of this whole event and sponsoring it and so forth. And we're real excited about them being on board. My man James Braxton of Juggernaut Security. So this event came about, Augie, I knew him since I was a baby. My dad, Marty Feldman, trained him. And he's going to make boxing history. He's done a few celebrity boxing matches, but he's a former junior lightweight, featherweight contender. And he, basically kept asking me, he wants to fight Stallone, Robert De Niro, if I can get him in a ring with him. I'm like, I do celebrity fights, but they're not going to do it all. But so I figured I came up with this idea. The oldest guy to ever do a professional match was the former world champion, Sol Mamby, and he was 61. So I figured out, I would like to put this fight together, and I thought about making a Guinness Book of World Record about it. I contacted the Guinness Book of World Record. They're all excited about it, and that's how this fight came about. So I'm going to bring out Augie in a few minutes. I'd like to introduce a few other personalities. The rising heavyweight prospect, undefeated, and hopefully he'll be on our next card as well. Dante Selby, undefeated, right here, heavyweight contender. Also, I'm sponsoring this guy in this next amateur fight. He's fighting in Washington, D.C. in the USA Boxing Championship. I'd like to welcome Tamir Southpaw Killer Herbert. And also, everybody else involved. We have some great events. He just came in right now. I mentioned his name. He's the attorney for celebrity boxing, Bob Bush. So I was saying, this fight is going to happen June 7th. We're taking offers where we're going to do this fight. If it's going to be Los Angeles, Vegas, PA, we're not really sure yet. Here's my man, security, James Braxton, just walked in from Juggernaut Security. So I said, this is boxing history. It's in the making. This guy was trained by my father, who trained 7 world boxing champions. He's a partner with me in the celebrity team champions tomorrow. He's managed by his good friend, Jerry DiCaprio. And in 1967, he made his professional boxing debut. From there, he headlined major fights at the Spectrum, one versus Olympian Sammy Gass. Then he fought the world champion Ricardo Arredondo, had him down, got up, got hit with a good shot. They stopped the fight. Then he took on another former world champion, Bobby Chacon. Then he retired, avenging his only loss to Sammy Gass in 1979. In February, he's going to be 70 years old. And I'm real excited about talking about we're waiving a couple opponents right now. One of the leading guys he may be taking on is 30-year-old Joshua Beeman. There's a good possibility of that. So basically, just check out cotboxing.com for upcoming. You can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram now. So right now, I'd like to welcome, he's a star. He's going to be making history. And I'd like for everybody a big round of applause, because this guy's going to make boxing history. Be led in by James Braxton. And if you guys are a 76ers fan, my man Big Daddy is going to be walking the minutes as a 76er personality. Let's welcome the Greek bomber, Augie Pantellas. This is Big Daddy. You see him in the 76ers game. And before I give Augie, I'd like to welcome some greats, media. All the media came out. You know, Darryl Cobb, Terry Nylon, Bill Warrendell, Jack McCaffrey. There's so many other people. Also, I'd like to welcome. This is my dad, Marty Feldman. You sit back here. That's where you sit. I'd like to welcome. Not only is he here by himself, but he also his wife Michelle, his son Augie, and his daughter Rhonda. So we're going to be boxing history June 7th, and we're really excited about this. You know, talk to my man PJ from Cornerstone Recovery. It's real exciting. So I'm going to turn it over to Augie, and then we'll open it for questions and pictures. But here he is. He's making boxing history.
What am I going to say? First of all, there's no possible way I could do this without Jesus, my Lord, my Savior. He's given me the strength through the power of the Holy Spirit to do this. I started training. I've been on the road a little bit. I give boxing lessons out in Westchester, and I'm sparring with these mixed martial arts guys. They're not fighters, but I have to take it easy on them. But I get hit once in a while. But they're young and they're strong kids, and it's just. But they're not boxers, so it's a big difference. But I just really started. But I have to in June, so I think by June I should be 10-round shape. It's a 4-rounder, right? Yes. I'll be in 10-round shape.
He's 28 and 6, 20 knockouts as a professional, just so everybody knows. Yeah, he fought the 2 world champions, robberies.
I want to go for it. Go for it. And what else? Any questions? That's kind of questions.
I'm going to open up for questions. But we are, my dad's a boxing trainer, trained 7 world champions, and to celebrate his 80th birthday. So if Augie doesn't fight, maybe he'll make history. But we're bringing in Richard Simmons, the fitness guru. We're in talks with him to be a personal trainer for him. So we're going to be flying out to Los Angeles for a little while, a press conference. Rusty knows about that.
Well, I just want to add, I knew nothing about boxing when I started. I wasn't even crazy about the sport. But I used to wrestle in high school, so I used to fight in the street all the time. I couldn't wait to fight. My friend Jerry DiCaprio introduced me to Marty. Marty taught me everything I know. And like for my size, I had one of the best punches, all because of the way Marty showed me how. Yeah. Yeah, so Marty's told me, everything from the beginning. Is this on?
Great dad.
Google, you'll see when he was younger. Now he's still a little guy. It was step by step. We're not rushing it. His wife's in June, and we're looking, to get a major TV network. We're in talks with a lot of people right now. And again, thanks Ryan Bivens for coming out. Scout Cobb, top paparazzi photographers. My man, Scott Wiener's in the house. Charlie Monroe. So, what else? We'll open up for questions. Any questions? Anybody want to know about trainings?
What's your ideal fighting weight?
Well, right now, I'll probably come in at 60. I fought 30. I fought 130 junior lightweight. I'll probably come in at 60. I could be a junior middleweight. 52.
50 to
55.
55.
Yeah, 55, 60.
Yeah, what inspired you to make a comeback?
Well, in 77 I made a comeback, but that's when I received Jesus Christ. And I had this wonderful feeling of glory, and I just wanted to try and fight again. And he did give me the power and strength to fight again. And that was, what was I, 35. I made a comeback, I was 35. And I glorified God's name, fought for a couple of years, retired again. 5 years ago, I fought his celebrity bouts. I had 2 celebrity bouts at 65 years old.
He knocked the guy out 23, and he beat another guy who was 32. You can see that on YouTube. He's not licensed guys.
Hey, Damon, have you had any conversations with any state athletic commissions? Preliminary conversations?
Right now, we're getting, he's in physically great shape. He goes for his checkup Monday. We know where it can be good. And we're just going to take it step by step. The state athletic commissions, all due respect to them, but they're going to, obviously, everyone wants to shoot it down. They can't, because this guy's a 40-year-old body, you know what I mean? So he's in great shape. And,
well, they can't deny the license for your age because of the age. Physically, if they, give me a physical and they say, well, this or that, it's different. But age-wise, they can't.
We're going to find it, but it's going to happen. June 7th, 2014. There's no doubt about it.
Well, maybe Rumble in the Jungle, or
we're making this happen. Only God can stop this, but we're going to make this happen, man. And it's really exciting. I appreciate all you guys, media guys coming out. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so you're not worried about the athletic commissions making it especially hard? Because I remember Dewey Bozella, when he came out of prison after 26 years, he had a really hard go around to get licensed.
Remember one thing, the thing with Bozella, he had no prior boxing real experience.
Well, he was an amateur.
Yeah, I know they did amateur, but, I know it was a hurdle, but, hey, it's all about
I made a pro comeback when I was 33, I fought at 35, they know that. I fought 5 years ago when I was 65, they know about that. So, technically it's just a physical. If I pissed the physical.
It didn't stop Ronald Reagan, he was told as president. We're going to make this happen. I don't take no for an answer. We're going to break down any doors to make this happen. And this guy is, he's going to be helping people, seniors, in life. And this guy, we're going to get our own fitness show with him too. So. Any other questions? I remember I was into that with you, man. This guy's in great shape, 50. Remember I was like, I want to bring you back. Also, I forgot, my ADD kicked in, but I want to introduce a good friend, Rose DiValerio. I'm involved. We have our new, she's involved with a good company. We're starting a celebrity rap where lose inches. It's really good. So you'll be seeing that on scotboxing.com, shirts, hats. If you want, we're going to be blowing this up. All the media.
Yeah, my opponent has to wear these. I'm wearing the
So, any other questions? Photos?
Yeah, is this just one fight? Is he planning on anything else after that?
We'll see it, man. We're gonna even take it as a tour, celebrity boxing route maybe after that. We're gonna there's some great exciting things coming up with celebrity boxing, and this guy's a
Mayweather in the phone booth, first one out wins.
Hey, Damon,
He was a former star wrestler.
if you can't get it done here in the United States, would you take it abroad?
What's that? I'm sorry.
If you can't get it done here in the United States, would you take it abroad?
Nah, we're gonna get it done in US. There's no doubt. Freedom of speech, freedom of this. This guy can't step in the ring. We're gonna make this happen. He's a great trainer again, my dad. I really appreciate everybody coming out. It's real exciting. I don't know if you want to go on with this. I appreciate the two female models, friends of mine. Really great. Everybody. Any other questions? Keep telling me questions. Come on. Let's do it.
We want your questions.
I got the next Floyd Mayweather here, man. Maybe the next heavyweight champ and gold medal. So.
Any plans for the rest of the card that night?
Not yet. I'm going to see what offers. Look, might be some of my fighters. I'm putting on the card. Wherever it's going to be, it's going to be a spectacle. This is big, man. Red carpet. Hollywood. Bring it here. Any other questions?
Thanks, man.
How'd you deal with missing the ring? How'd you deal with missing the ring?
Missing the ring?
Because I know you missed the ring.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, when I stopped in 71, I was just like, man, it's all over, I'm happy, bad, this and that. But in 77, when I received Jesus, I just got this extra strength and power, and I wanted to fight again, to glorify His name. This time, it's because I really had couldn't imagine fighting again. But then you just got this extra energy, Jesus, and I fought for 2 years.
This guy's a living, he's a living legend. He's like the Romans of boxing. We're going to have Richard in that corner, man. Watch. I've been talking to him. Doreen, thanks for coming out. Yamin. Any other questions? Or we'll do some further. Steve.
Yeah, I'll answer questions.
You're not fighting him now.
No. I think it's a great inspiration. First of all, his age is one thing, but just looking at his physique and his size, and as people are into martial arts or boxing, or once you're into fighting, I guess you never lose that urge to want to fight. But as you get older, you can't fight like you did when you were in your 20s, so you have to alter your training at this point as we get older. I'm not as old as you, but in terms of training, I know you're probably changing your training more towards endurance with strength. And also, you have the skills as a boxer, and you have your defensive skills. I guess that's what you're really relying on to protect yourself. Because most people will say, well, wow, you're 70, you can't fight. If you take a hit, what's going to happen to your neck, your shoulders? You can't even worry about that too much because you have so much faith and confidence in your skills as a fighter. So that can happen at 10, 20, 50, 70, 80, or whatever the case may be. So my question is, have you really sat down and designed a type of training program for your age that's going to give you the endurance that you need, whether it be vitamins, food, supplements, and so forth, in conjunction with your training?
The road is like one of the most important things for any fighter, the road. Without the road, even Marciano used to say, I won that fight on the road. That's very important. That really is the main thing. I probably won't be sparring like I used to when I was younger because there's wars in the gym.
Sure.
You get beat up in the gym, even if it's the boxing gym, sparring in the gym, it's tough. So I don't know if I'll be sparring like I did then, but I have to get some sparring in. You have to get used to getting hit again, this and that, and for your eyes, and but I don't think I'll be sparring like I did back then. But I think the road is really, the Holy Spirit. I couldn't do this without the power of the Holy Spirit. That's the main thing. And right now, I'm saying, get on the road.
You can punch.
Get on the
Devastating
road.
puncher. You can knock a lot of guys out.
Yeah, so
That's
you
what the
never
trainer
really
golf
lose your
missions
punch.
Are you going to be using, I know you said, Damon, he's going to be working with you and your father and different
My
training
father
methods.
trained him, and there'll be maybe Richard Simmons. We're open, maybe CrossFit. We're gonna sit down and talk next week. But we're full step, there's no stopping this, man. We're making this happen here. I always make things happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you, it's really gonna be incredible. But before we go on, next pro fight is December 21st. Our press conference in 2 weeks about that. Lonnie, Dante, hopefully. Also, I'm doing Fight for Homelessness, which I just did, Fight for Breast Cancer, raise some money for them, and Fight for Autism. And we're going to be doing Fight for Homelessness. We're feeding the hunger on, and I know Darryl will be talking about possibly the toy drive. We'd like to walk on December 14th. He's fighting at Lit, helping us out. Jeff Scher. Any more questions for anyone? I think that'll be probably our next press conference will be a training and announcement of his opponent here probably in February. Right now we're going to do it step by step and build it up. We're going to make this happen, man. You know what I mean? So my man Scott Wiener, top paparazzi guy Ryan Falvey of Los Angeles, man. This guy's unreal. He has some crazy photos, so I'm going to get you some down there. No, thank you for everybody. I really appreciate everybody coming out. We're going to do some photos now. So all you, come on. And anything you're publicized, please make sure Celebrity Team presents. Thank you.
I just want to get everybody, if I could, looking here for one moment.